This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Wednesday, July 9th, 2025. I'm Alex Brown. An industrial and commercial boiler rental and service company headquartered in Louisville has announced plans to relocate to New Albany, bringing more than 200 jobs to the city. One Southern Indiana, the Economic Development Organization and Chamber of Commerce for Clark and Floyd counties, said this week that Ware will occupy the former Hitachi property, which will nearly triple the space of the company's current operations. A spokesperson for Ware told Inside Indiana Business that the company plans to invest up to $10 million on the move, including building a new maintenance facility on the property. The move is expected to take place in phases, being completed in the fall of 2027. The city of Valparaiso has issued a request for proposals seeking firms interested in providing design and construction services for the Valparaiso Recreation and Enrichment Campus project. The project, being developed in the former McGill factory near the city's downtown, will feature about 130,000 square feet of sports and recreation space. Sports equipment manufacturer Garrett Performance Sports Systems plans to move its headquarters from one part of Noblesville to another, adding about 175 jobs in the process. The company said it will relocate to the Deer Creek Business Park on the city's east side and will also retain 125 jobs. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Indiana's economy is on the move, and every region has a role to play. Join IBJ Media and Inside Indiana Business for the Innovate Indiana series, presented by Indiana University and Old National Bank. We're traveling to 10 regions across the state to spotlight business growth, workforce development, innovation, and Indiana's tech hubs. Don't miss this front row look at Indiana's future and the growth opportunities in your region. Find out when we'll be in your area at ibj.com/innovate.
In March, former Indiana Lieutenant Governor Suzanne Crouch was named System Executive Director of the Deaconess Foundation in Evansville, leading the foundation in alignment with Deaconess Health System's philanthropic goals. In a Q&A for our Evansville Region Report newsletter, Crouch talked about the challenges she expects to see in her new role.
I love to raise money, but I also know that, the ability to raise money is affected by the economy. It's affected by, people's personal situations. So being able to connect with the people in the healthcare system network and being able to, raise the amount of money that we want to raise within the challenges that may be outside our control, probably are the long term or the challenges that we have is, we don't control the economy, which controls people's net worth, but we have to also convince them that what they do have would be a legacy by investing in Deaconess.
You can read the full Q&A at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. With Indiana's state budget providing $0 to support 17 public radio and television stations for the next 2 years, a news team that provides content for the stations is being dismantled. Indiana Public Broadcasting News, made up of 8 reporters, is part of Indiana Public Broadcasting Stations, Inc., a nonprofit that historically distributes appropriations from the state budget to stations that are affiliates of PBS and NPR. According to an email obtained by the IBJ, the nonprofit informed Indiana Public Broadcasting News reporters and editors on Tuesday that their positions will be terminated at the end of December, with possible exceptions for bargaining unit employees. Lebanon Mayor Matt Gentry is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.